Hi, my name is Todd Cranston-Cuebas, and I'm a recruiter and sourcer here at Coda. And I'm really excited to show you a little tool that I created called Who Knows Joe. It is a tool for other recruiters. And basically what I was trying to solve with this tool, and again, this is the beauty of working with Coda, is you can create your own tools like this, is there are many times when I have a candidate and I'm super excited about the person. And I would just love to know if anybody at Coda has either worked at the same time as this person in another company, say they overlapped working for a former employer, or maybe they went to the same school and they overlapped some of the years that they were in school. And, again, is it possible the person, maybe they know each other, right? Maybe because they overlapped, the person can give me a little insight. This would be an employee of ours who can say, hey, look, I worked with Joe, or I knew Joe when I was in college, and here's all the wonderful things you should know about that person. Again, any kind of insights like that are so helpful in a recruiting process. And also, it creates kind of a warm connection because you can say, hey, look, would you mind reaching out to Joe? Okay. Or, hey, tell me a little bit about Joe that would be helpful for me to understand what might be exciting for Joe to work here at Coda. So again, that's the whole purpose of Who Knows Joe, is to help me to know who in my company may have worked with Joe or may have gone to school with Joe. Okay, so first things first. You may be asking, well, how do I get all that information? How do I know who won, in my company? How do I know who went to what school and what college? Yes, it's all in LinkedIn, but it's not very easy to get at. So here's what we do is we decided to crowdsource. I say, okay, look, lend us a hand, Joe. And lend us a hand, Joe tells like a little bit about why you're doing this. We believe the best people in the industry know the best people out there. Everyone's a recruiter. And we explained during our new hire orientation how it's important, if you can, to please help us out. Help us to find candidates who you might know. Okay, so we asked them, please add a job, add your school. It takes each person only about 5 minutes or so to go through their LinkedIn profile, but at the end we're keeping a current list of all the different schools and places that people have worked. So I'll go ahead and add a job for myself, and I can say, okay, this is a job, and let's just say I worked at one of these companies. I'll say, let's say Google, and I'll pick the year 2007. Oh, sorry, in 2007 here, and let's just say I worked from 2007 to 2008. Okay, so now I've added a school, and again, people would enter as many schools as what they went to and as many places as they've worked. So now this is what the recruiter does. The recruiter says, okay, who knows Joe, right? So here's what we do. We say, enter the candidate's first name. I put in a name, Bobby. Let's just say Bobby Brannigan. Okay, there's Bobby Brannigan, right? I then start adding schools or different jobs that Bobby has worked, and we have that right on their LinkedIn profile. So we essentially can put in the years they started and ended in a variety of different work environments or schools. Now, what this does is automatically it matches from all the employees in our company who has possibly overlap with Joe. So if I change this to say Harvard, and let's say it was from there, oops, look, a couple of people now overlap with Joe. Here's where things get more fun. I can say, oh, first of all, let's see here. I can leave a little note and what I'm doing now with this, the goal is for me to reach out to the people in our company and say, hey, do you know Joe? Do you remember working with Joe? So I can say, hey, look, Bobby, in this case, who, again, that's our Joe for the purposes of this demo, Bobby worked on Facebook's monetization team as a front end engineer. Gives a little insight, maybe to kind of prompt somebody's memory. You can add any extra message you want or delete it and have no extra message if you prefer. You can also add your own nice little thank you if you wanted to people in your team, because remember, this is going out to people in your own company. And you say, okay, thanks in advance. Okay, and that message is changed down here. And so this is a sample message of what will go out. Hey, I have a candidate interested in, interviewing Coda. Hope you might have some insights for us. And again, this may be for when you either reach out to candidates to start interviewing and engaging with them, or especially for people who have applied and you just want to get more insights. So that's why this particular message is aimed at people who are actively interviewing. So now step 5 is, how do I reach out to all the people in my company to ask? In this case, I'm only going to reach out, of course, to these people who match. And it's very easy. I either click on Slack messages and off they go, or I click on email messages and they either go directly to the person right off the bat, or I can send them as drafts, at which point they will go into my Gmail account, and I'd go into the drafts folder, and all the messages that would be sent would be stored there in the drafts file. Again, that's just a way for you to preview the messages before they go out. But to be honest, more normally, I just kind of go ahead and set email messages. All the people in that list above will get a nice message asking if they happen to know Bobby, and then I just wait for the replies to pour in. That's it. It's as simple as that. And Who Knows Joe is now available on our gallery, so please feel free to use it. I think it's a very helpful tool. It's proven to be helpful for me, and I hope you get some great use out of it in your company too. And reach out to me at toddc@coda.io, Todd C, and that's TODDC. And if you have any questions at all, happy to help out. Okay, talk to you soon.